Wisconsin. This is Raised in Wisconsin. I'm your host, Joel Clayfish. Danielle Fairman is shipping out west. She's in Montana or Wyoming or somewhere out there living life in the summertime, having a great time out west. I can't imagine being out west right now and just seeing.
It's the best time.
It's so beautiful. Everything's green. The mountaintops got a little bit of snow on the top still. I mean, man.
Well, you know what?
I love Montana and Wyoming.
So those snowy mountaintops are probably melting with Danielle being out there.
That is true. She's a very hot person.
She runs hot.
Danielle Fairman, you know her as the co-host of Raised in Wisco. She and I have been together for so many years, nearly 2 decades, living life in the outdoors, having a great time. She runs hot. That woman is hot.
Yeah.
She will heat up this studio by a good 5-10 degrees.
Yes.
When she's in here. I mean,
I love sitting by her in the winter.
Yeah.
I use her for her body.
She is a radiant heat source.
Yes. Shout out to Danielle. She's having a great
Danielle,
time.
I hope you're having a fantastic time. That voice is Ellie Lawton,
Hello.
the cheffery of the show, the culinary master, the one who brings us wild game dishes on a weekly basis that are simple, fun to put together, delicious, and really, at the end of the day, Ellie, what kind of show is it?
Cooking show.
It's a cooking show.
Oh, I had backup singers today.
You did. Megan Salazar, contributor to the show, is joining us as well. And I'm very excited today. We have the world-renowned maker of some of the finest food products you'll ever taste.
I am so excited, Joel.
And I am so excited about this. Dimitri Kalyanis is here, and he is from the Lonely Olive Tree Organics Company.
Welcome, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Thanks for having me.
What's up? Hey, man, it's cool to have you. I have to say, I'm Italian, second-generation American, and I'm a huge fan of olive oil. I mean, we grew up eating olive oil on our ice cream. Olive oil is like, and I believe
amazing.
as a Mediterranean man and and you know, there's a saying, are you Greek?
Yeah. Una faccia una razza.
Ah.
Oh. Whoa, he took Babel lessons.
Well, you know, there's a very strong connection between Italians and Greeks, right? Greco-Roman, you know, the whole thing. So I feel we may even be related.
I think you guys
Could
are
be.
cousins.
I think there's a strong possibility we're related in
Megan
some
and I are
way.
cousins.
So Dimitri is here today. He's going
Only
to talk.
half cousins.
Oh,
We're going to
half
talk.
cousins.
You're half cousins?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Can you be a half cousin?
Sure.
On my white half.
On your.
I don't want to know what a
Okay.
full cousin is then.
Yeah.
By that
What is,
definition.
what is if I knew you could be like a third
Hey.
cousin or a cousin once removed? I didn't know there were half cousins.
Listen, us two gals can make our own rules.
That's what happens on the show. That is for sure.
We're kind of outnumbered,
We
though,
are- yes.
today, and I'm a little bit nervous about
What
this.
do you mean? Whoa, even
Just
Steven
kidding.
is not outnumbered. Just because you guys have free range to beat the snot out of me every week doesn't mean you're outnumbered just because it's even.
Oh.
It's not even. Jacob's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Well, that's true. We got Jacob in the fishbowl.
I mean, there's a divider wall,
Jacob-
and he's probably happy about that.
Did you have a good week, Jacob?
I had a great week, Joel, and yes, I am a man. I don't know if you were challenging me, but
I was not.
if you want a
Not that I even
Greco-Roman
care
wrestler
one
or something,
way.
so I can prove it. And I have
Hey,
a weekly list go
Just
for
so
later.
you know,
just so you know.
Woo!
sumo is my category. Okay, I have a
very
whole
nice.
collection of those big diapers.
I thought it was Jell-O.
Don't be jelly of my Jello wrestling. It's okay. It's hot in here. It's hot.
And Danielle's not even here.
And Danielle's not here. It
We
is
might
hot.
run out of air by the end, so
There's a
if things
strong
get
chance.
goofy, that's what's happening.
Well, we've got enough hot air in this room to keep us hot for a while into the fall and winter. This part of summer in Wisconsin, this part of Wisconsin is the toughest time for me. It has been hot every day for like 3.5 weeks now. A front goes through and it's still hot.
Well, gosh, with that attitude, yeah, I can see why.
Well, has it not been hot?
It's been
sure.
pretty hot.
It's been pretty hot.
Hey, I went to hot yoga this morning. What are you complaining about?
So wait a minute. In a 90-degree day, hot yoga, check it and see.
Yeah.
Got a fever of
That's enough.
100.
You
I
should
think
come
we're good.
sometime.
Hot yoga.
Yeah, we're
How
gonna do that.
hot is hot yoga?
Okay, so the class that I typically do is 95 degrees, And then every once in a while when I'm feeling squirrely, after I eat a lot of food, I go to the 105-degree class.
You have got to be kidding me.
And,
And it's infrared too.
in one,
so.
yeah, in one of the
Oh.
classes, we actually lift weights.
What?
Yeah, you want to do a full body
You
detox.
pay to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. That sounds absolutely murderous.
It's lovely.
Megan and I get,
Megan, you do this
we
too?
ride
I love it.
horses. We're gluttons for punishment.
Oh, man. Hot yogurt sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Well,
that does sound
that
horrible.
does sound
Well, it always goes back to food for
I
me.
don't
Well,
know.
I'm an Italian.
Why would you
I
eat that?
sweat olive oil to begin with. I can't imagine. They'd have to drag me out of hot yoga on a
A stretcher?
stretcher. I'm pretty sure of it. How
We-
long is hot yoga?
Well, you're
An hour.
supposed
An
to
hour.
stretch there, so.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're the stretcher.
Jacob, first time ever with the
Jacob's on
dad
the
joke.
board.
Jacob is on the board. Oh man, that's awesome. I had a really awesome weekly Wisco though. I really do.
You had it? You forgot?
No. I had, as in I experienced a really cool weekly Wisco.
Cool.
So I'm going to go
We're
first.
dying to hear it.
Well, I'm going first with mine today because I feel so confident about it. I had such a great time. I was at the Capitol working this week, and I got a call from my friend Driss. Driss owns Jurassic World, now called Jurassic Dells. And
I've been there.
I've
you-
never been to the Dells.
That's
just
the
so you
rock
know.
shop in the Dells.
Megan, it is the rock shop, but way more than a rock shop.
Oh my gosh.
So Driss is from Morocco, and he collects dinosaur bones.
So cool.
I'm not even joking about this. Dude, like, bruh, has dinosaur bones in his shop, like T-Rex, Mosasaurus, Spinosaurus. In fact, the studio, the Concord studio, you guys have been in. You've seen some of the things that I've
Yeah.
gotten from Driss and
Yeah.
his shop. So I went up and saw him and got to see some. He's got a huge piece from Morocco of a Mosasaurus. He's got Spinosaurus. He's got T-Rex stuff, and I can't ever go there without leaving with something.
I have a stromatolite from there.
You do not.
I sure
Are you
do.
kidding me? When did you go there?
I don't know, a couple years ago.
Oh my! So stromatolite's fascinating. It is
Yes.
literally the oldest form of bacteria, the oldest form of living creature on the earth. It's 2.6. I have a whole. You probably didn't
2.5
even.
billion.
There's one on the shelf in your house. Isn't
Yes,
there?
a
Yeah, I've
huge,
seen it.
a huge stromatolite.
Uh-huh.
nut. It's
Mine's
the
only
oldest-
little. I mean, I'm not a high roller. Mine's only little.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy that you've been. Yeah, a lot of people have gone to the Dells. Have been.
That's like
to
a
that place.
staple in the
Yeah,
Dells. How
it
long
is.
has he been open?
He's been there for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And, I collect artifacts and antiques and stuff like that. And so Driss and he's one of the greatest guys. If you get a chance, if you go to the Dells, well, first of all, you shouldn't go to Wisconsin without seeing the Dells at some point.
Megan's never been.
20 years here.
Okay, Megan, that's got to get changed.
I keep telling her
That's
it's a
just
problem.
un-American. That really is.
Sorry.
Well, you got to get there. Driss's shop, Jurassic Dells, as he calls it now, is really something you have to see. I mean, and it doesn't cost anything to go in there, but I'm going to make you this warning. If you go in there, it's very hard to leave without buying something,
Yeah.
especially if you're a collector of anything. He's got the coolest stuff in there. I have a T-Rex tooth from him, Spinosaurus Rex teeth. I've got, and this last time I bought the coolest 4.2 million year old starfish fossil.
That's so cool.
It
Is that because you're a fish?
So cool. I am a clayfish. Why not have a starfish, right?
Wow.
I mean, it works for me. That's my weekly Wisco. And I'm going to jump. I'm going into the fishbowl because Jacob said he's got a weekly Wisco he's excited
Yeah.
to tell us about. Jacob, what do you got? And we're in the studio again with you. I feel this kind of brotherhood with you, Jacob, when I get to come down here. I really do.
Oh, well, I'm excited to have you here too, Joel. I mean, I love it when you guys come all the way down and we can spend time together in this hot box and have a great
This
time.
is hot yoga. This is, oh my gosh.
No, it's
this
not.
is, I'm doing downward dog. That's it. I don't
No,
even know
please
what
don't.
it is.
Nope. Stay in your seat.
Maybe on the radio that's okay, but we have a video component to this.
All
No one
right.
wants to
Yeah,
see
I mean,
the
Well, I don't
downward
know what
dog.
downward dog is.
This
I
isn't
just know
downward
it's
Wisco.
that's a yoga thing, right?
Sure is.
It's like leaning. It's like
You don't have to describe it.
I don't know
Nope.
what it is.
You're
All
fine.
right,
Jacob,
fine.
back to
Jeez.
your-
Sorry, I blew up.
Yep,
So-
we're sorry too.
I have a weekly Wisco. I said it was great, but that's it's better than the none that I usually have. So that's kind of the bar we're
Okay,
we're operating
We gotta
on.
start
but that's why
somewhere.
I was excited. Usually you don't have one, so you
Exactly.
have one this time.
So I forced myself to leave the indoors so that I would have something to talk about on the show today.
Oh.
And I was
Aw.
walking through a nature preserve and I saw a
Wow.
mama duck and her baby ducklings trying to cross the road.
That is beautiful.
Oh,
And-
okay, Jacob. I hope this is going to be a good story, like a positive
It's
ending.
it's a beautiful heartwarming story.
Okay.
So I happened to have a high-vis vest on because I didn't want to get ran over. So I helped the mama duck and her ducklings cross the road
Oh,
safely.
Jacob.
Now, Joel taught me that I should lead them back where they were coming from.
No.
So
Oh,
that's
Joel.
what
We told you about that.
Going
Unfortunately.
Where they're going. Well, Jacob, you tried your best. We
I didn't really
appreciate
do that. I listened to you guys.
Oh,
And I brought them
thank God.
where they
he
were
was
going.
giving me crap
Oh.
right there.
Well, he knows the brains of
I know
his
that only works
operation.
with turtles.
Yeah, how do you know it works with ducks as well? There, Chef Lawton.
Well, I don't know.
They
They're
put their
going
header
there.
in, and
it's
that's
like
where
the
they're
chicken.
going.
Why did it cross the road to get to the other side?
Okay.
It wasn't pointed in one direction to turn around.
That's not the ending I heard to that joke, but I cannot tell it on the radio.
Okay.
Megan, what do you got?
I said they put their header in.
That's your weekly Wisco?
Oh, my weekly Wisco. I went
Weird.
to Rib Fest.
That's not
Weird.
it.
Sorry.
Weekly Wisco.
Sorry, I'm off track. Rib Fest in Elkhorn.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, there was like 17 different vendors there with ribs from all over the country.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
delicious.
It's like a huge event.
It was pretty big,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
What-
free. So go next year.
you got it. Ellie,
Well, Mr. Clayfish, I did your least favorite outdoor activity.
kayaking.
I went kayaking with the WHSA group, the Women's Hunting and Sporting Association. We had a beautiful morning on the Rock River. Megan was there.
Was it the rock or the bark?
Oh, Bark River. Sorry, guys. Bark Rock. It's kind of the same substance. So, yeah, we had a beautiful
Well,
morning.
it's all water, if that's your question. Yes.
Listen, we were on a river. I don't know, you guys. It was wonderful. Yeah,
Oh,
the
that
sun
does
was
sound fun.
shining. We saw a lot of bass, a lot of birds.
I
had
saw
good
a
conversation.
snapping turtle
Yep, a big snapping turtle.
and a muskrat.
Yeah, so that was mine. And nobody got stuck in their kayaks. Nobody tipped over. We were all talking about how ridiculous you are about your sideways banana and your fear of being stuck in one.
Okay, it's not really a fear. That's not real.
You said it was.
I'm
Yeah.
not afraid of actually getting stuck in one. Okay. No.
I disagree.
I'm going to tell you something. I've had the former chief warden, Todd Schaller, who's been a guest on this show,
We
has
know
talked
Todd.
about the fact that kayaking is one of the more dangerous sports because every year somebody gets pinned between a rock or tipped over and they can't get upright and end up drowning. So I just
Yeah,
think it's something
that's
we should
scary.
talk about being careful about. Look. I can swim. Obviously, I can float. That much is that part's easy. But I think, if you're going to kayak, be cognizant of it. Now they have a lot of open bow kayaks now, so you're not they're not the little teeny hole that you sit in the old school sideways bananas. And I know I tease kayaking quite a bit, but I would do it.
Yeah, we're going to make you go and do it this summer.
All right.
Before the summer's over, you
that's
are
fine.
going in a kayak.
I really don't want to do hot yoga though.
Oh, too bad.
Well, you get a choice between the two. So
I think this
no,
is kind
don't give
of
them
like
a choice.
hot yoga already, to be honest with you.
Well, I realized why it's so hot in here. We have an Italian guy and a Greek guy and a Filipino chick.
That's true. That's true. Dimitri Kalianis is here. We're going to talk about the Wisconsin Waterfowl Expo, which I'm excited about. Chef Lawton, Megan Salazar, and I are all going to be there participating this year. You're going to hear about that. And I cannot wait to talk about olive oil. I loves me some olive oil with Dimitri Kalianis. This is Raised in Wisco. If you live in Wisconsin and you're looking for trouble, you can find it right here on Raised in Wisco. My name's Joel Clayfish. Host Danielle Fairman's out west enjoying herself in the mountains. Ellie Lawton is our fill-in host, and
Hello.
you know her because she's a regular on the show. She's our official chef, a certified, classically trained, award-winning chef Lawton, who brings us these amazing recipes every week.
And I never cause any trouble.
And that's all you do is cause trouble. So that's where I was going with that. We have different ideas about
Gotta
that.
live a little.
We've got Megan Salazar, contributor to the show, and we've got Dimitri Kalianis with us, who is the owner of Lonely Tree Organic organics. And not only is that olive oil, but it's skin and beauty products as well. We're going to talk to him.
Excited to hear about that.
Excited to hear about that. Excited to try the olive oil as well. Appreciate him coming in, making time to join us. Megan,
Yes.
you're here because Raised in Wisco is a show that reaches out to everybody. And first off, I want to say, if you're joining us new on the show, we appreciate you being here. For the loyal listeners, we really appreciate it. George, Gary, and the 5 others who are loyal listeners, we
Hey,
appreciate
George.
it so
I'm
much.
sure there's more than 5 now.
Yes, that's a joke, Megan. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's
be
6.
funny. Yeah, it's 6. We're definitely up to 12. We got a
And
baker's
3 of them
dozen.
are it's us.
Oh, true.
You can hear Raised in Wisco in 23 stations across Wisconsin and over the borders in those border towns as well on Civic Media. Saturdays at 11 o'clock, you can hear all of us. You can hear me getting torn to shreds by my co-hosts. Just kidding. It's not that bad. I
Just
don't
relax.
mind. Where else can they see the show or listen to it if they don't catch it live?
Well, check us out on Facebook Live. Joel always has a great outfit on.
Now I don't know if you're making fun or complimenting me.
You can find all the shows at civicmedia.us. Search Raised in Wisco. You can find us on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify if you miss it on Saturday.
Yeah, and what I noticed is if you put in Raised in Wisco, our show is the first thing that comes up if you do a plain old Google search. So that's pretty
Oh,
exciting as well.
That's pretty advanced for my
That
IT.
just means people are actually searching us. We love having you along. One of the things that we love to pride ourselves on Raised in Wisco is bringing people into the outdoors who may or may not have experience. This show is for experienced hunters, anglers, users of Wisconsin's resources, our outdoors, and it's for new people and something that really concentrates on everything from the very experienced to the novice is the Wisconsin Waterfowl Hunters Expo, which is coming up very
great event.
soon. And I'm pretty excited about that. And Megan Salazar plays a big role in that. And I get to play
Just
a
a
big
little
role
one.
on that every year. But what have you got coming up for that, Megan?
So for the Wisconsin Waterfowl Expo, everybody should come to it. It's in Oshkosh at the Sunnyview Expo Center, August 22nd and 23rd.
Yeah, it's 2 days this
Yes,
year.
it
Yeah,
is.
we have
2
over
days this
one.
year.
9,000 people participating, so we had to move it to 2 days.
Amazing.
There's over 180 sponsors, Banded, Lucky, Duck, bunch of gun people are going to be out there. So if you want to try guns on the shooting range, you can get
Yeah,
them fitted.
that's
There's going to
fantastic.
be a women's zone. There's the kids zone. There's a place for your dog to go. You can check out all the vendors and check out our cooking segments as well too.
I'm
Yes.
very excited about that. This will be my fourth year in a row doing cooking segments on the main stage of the Waterfowl Hunters Expo. And we are really excited because it's been standing room only for the last 3 years. And this year we're going to have certified chef Ellie Lawton with us.
Yeah, come check us
doing the
out.
cooking segments. Now, you've been a part of the expo before.
Yeah, I participated. We had a first hunt booth last year, and I participated in the women's zone.
And I'm really excited to say Megan Salazar, who is our director of marketing for Raised in Wisco.
Oh yeah, I got a
she
little contest
has
for y'all.
a little contest
Yes.
with some giveaways we're going to talk about. So, Megan, let them know.
Yeah, so-
let them know what they can win.
After the show today, look out for my post. I'm giving away 2 free tickets for the Waterfowl Expo that you'll be able to use. We're going to get some new merch for our new
Woohoo! Yeah.
Raised in Wisco logo.
New merch,
and,
George.
Fantastic.
some right wing sauce.
George, that's
So
for George Ermert. We got new merch coming out.
look for the post, give us a follow, and I'll think of something that you'll have to do in order to get qualified to win, and then we'll announce it in 2 weeks. Who wins.
Perfect. Look for that on our Facebook and when you're listening to the show. Dimitri Kalianis, it has been too long. I want to talk olive oil with you. You have a little company based on essentially the concept from one tree that survived a drought at one point in your family's lineage and heritage, and now you are a national, even international product. And I want to talk to you about what olive oil means to you.
Thanks for having me. First of all, very cool podcast
Welcome.
here. Appreciate it. So I'm like you, Mediterranean kid. My father was born in Sparta, Greece, in the historic district in Mount Thaitos. Mount Thaitos is the
Ooh.
second largest mountain range in Greece, and his family, my great grandparents produced organic extra virgin olive oil high altitude in the mountains called agorolio. Agorolio means unripe olive oil.
Okay.
So it's very green. And the reason it's so important is it has all the health benefits, the natural properties, antioxidants, polyphenols. We harvest our olives between November and January.
Wow.
In the freezing cold, up in the mountains. Very, very miserable job, but it's a lot of pride in taking it. So we were picking the olive.
That's insane to do that.
That's crazy. Thinking of being up in the mountains,
freezing, picking olives.
and being barely able to breathe because of the altitude. Sounds
Dimitri,
like a
is that what they did to you when you were
combination.
naughty as a child?
That was it. That was my time out.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you about some of your ventures and the Lonely Olive Tree Organics. And I'm super excited that you made your time to come on up and see us on Raised in Wisco. And we're going to talk about some recipes to incorporate that in. And we've got Chef Lawton to talk about our recipe of the week with our foodie guest, Megan Salazar. This is Raised in Wisco. I get to rock and roll you through the day and your week, talking about the great things of the great state of Wisconsin. My name is Joel Clayfish. That's Ellie Lawton, the chef of the show, the official chef of Raised in Wisco. Megan Salazar, contributor to the show. And today, Dimitri Kalianis is here. He grew up in the mountains of Sparta. His parents punished him by kicking him out of the cabin at the top of the mountain, 13,000 feet above sea level. He walked uphill both ways, bare feet in the snow to pick olives
without gloves
between November and February, and he was not even allowed one of those little disc sleds to get back to the cabin. He had to walk back to. That's actually, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you actually did this in your life.
I did not do that in my life. My father did that, and my grandfather, but been there many times.
That's the part of the show where we say, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, Dimitri.
And here's where it all connects to Wisconsin. Dimitri's from this area.
Yeah.
How wonderful.
Where are you from exactly, Dimitri?
Grew up in the Gurnee area between Chicago and Milwaukee, right on the Wisconsin-Illinois border.
So you have an olive oil company now, and you are focusing I have to admit this, folks. One of the things that I love about the outdoors of Wisconsin and foraging and food is that it crosses all philosophical divides.
Yes.
You can be a liberal, you can be a conservative, you can be a libertarian, you can be Green Party, you can be anything you want. You can be
Doesn't matter.
You can be a dinosaur. And you have to eat, number one. So that is the tie that binds all of us. And number two, as I am getting older and more experienced in life, I realize how important it is to put things in your body that actually give your body benefits. And the benefits of olive oil in general are unknown still. We're learning every day more and more of the benefits of olive oil. And the olive oil you procure, you've talked about as being incredibly helpful to health benefits, Dimitri.
For sure.
Well, tell me about that.
So olive oil, is a fruit, and, it's produced in Italy, Spain, Tunisia, Greece, California now. And the United States has been a very big, especially with Food Network and all the organic eating, it's kind of blown up. 20 years ago, you go to the grocery store, there's 5 olive oils. Now there's 300 olive oils.
Yes.
So it's very confusing. It's very popular. It's very trendy. But what do these terms actually mean? What does single origin actually mean? What does extra virgin olive oil actually mean? And,
what does it actually mean?
So what
we have 2 chefs on the show tonight. You've owned restaurants. You've been a chef in restaurants. We've got Chef Lawton with us. I want to hear it. What do these things mean, and what do they mean to the person cooking? And what do they mean to the average Joel like me who's cooking in his kitchen?
Sure. So not to get on the Italians here, but the Italy is the
I like this.
Italy is the #1 exporter of olive oil in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and they're also the number one importer of olive oil in the world.
So that was going to be a question I have for you. I believe your olive oil is not blended in any way, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Which is why about 2 years ago, I started using your olive oil long before I knew you or knew anything, because I read all the labels when I shop. And I, too, notice all the options at the grocery store. And I read yours. I'm like, it's not blended. Heck yeah, I'm taking that home. And I've used it every day since. It's
Appreciate it.
fantastic. Yeah.
So Italy produces amazing olive oil, but they usually keep all that for themselves. And then they made a big business about shipping olive oil to the U.S., right?
Sure.
So they, like Colavita, for example, not
Yes.
talk bad about Colavita,
Yeah.
tastes great. Look at the back of the bottle. It's coming from 10 different countries.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
what we specialize in is single origin extra virgin olive oil, organic, non-GMO certified, all the different labels are on the back of the bottle. So to answer your question, what does extra virgin mean? This is the most important thing, whether you're buying olive oil from Spain or
Mhm.
from Greece or Tunisia or California, where it's from. Extra virgin is that the acidity in the oil is less than 1%.
Okay.
So what deteriorates olive oil is natural light,
Mhm.
which is why our bottle's in a black coated bottle.
Another reason why I love your product.
Very important.
Yep.
And also low acid.
Yes.
So if you look at the bottles, ours, very few other ones, it lists the acidity on the front of the bottle. If it does not list the acidity, there's a very high chance that that's a fraudulent, probably bottle labeling.
Interesting.
90% of the olive oil sold in the United States are fake and
Mhm.
blended, hazelnut oils, different things. A lot of people were getting sick, actually dying from buying olive oil at the store because they had hazelnut allergies, all these different
wow.
things. The FDA has been really pushing that, which is great. Europe's already been, Italy, Greece, Spain has been already at the forefront of all the certifications. That's now coming to the U.S. So extra virgin olive oil, very important. The longer the shelf life is also dependent on the acidity.
Mm-hmm.
So you want all those things, especially olive oil is super expensive now, 20,
Yeah.
30,
Yes,
40.
yes,
It's
it
like
is.
wine,
Yes.
like sometimes $50 for a bottle of olive
Yeah.
oil. You don't want to buy that and you're not getting that benefit.
Right.
So
Sure.
very, very important.
Talk to me about the health benefits of olive oil, of good olive oil.
Helps with, heart, your skin. Back to this, which we'll get to in a little bit, the whole skincare process. Cleopatra used olive oil on her skin. Italians and Greeks would trade olive oil. It was gold. It was a currency. So there's so much natural
And her
property.
skin was beautiful. I mean, at
Mhm.
least as
Yeah.
best I
You
can
remember.
tell by the by the etchings on the cave walls.
And even in modern day, though,
They put the olive oil on the walls.
Yes,
they do.
did.
But a lot of women in Europe too. That's their beauty regimen.
Yes.
It's olive oil right on your skin. That's getting very popular in the U.S. also.
So here in the U.S., they used to use Crisco on their skin.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, my grandmother
Which-
did.
Wow.
Yes, Crisco, Vaseline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is a petroleum product, which is made from dead dinosaurs. No
Yeah.
offense, Driss, over at Jurassic
Oh my
Dells.
goodness. I have a question for Dimitri. Your product is, I believe, in over 14,000 stores in the U.S. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
we're in a lot of different locations. We do food service and retail. So Cisco Performance Food Group, online restaurants. KeHE distributes us also, large distributor. And for us, though, it's really this, it's a family tradition that we've had. What Lonely Olive Tree actually means, our original grove in the mountains of Sparta
Mhm.
had a historic fire, and all our trees were grafted. And the name of that field is Monahilya,
Mhm.
which means the Lonely Olive Grove. It sits at the top of the mountain.
Okay.
So I named that
Aw.
American company. Very cool. The name of the company,
Yeah.
my grandfather's signatures on the back, tells the whole story.
Yeah,
and
the
it's-
bottles are beautiful and the labeling is awesome.
Thank you. It's just really giving this gift of nature, sharing this gift.
And the reason Chef Lawton understands that is because she works in the food industry. As a matter of fact, she works for one of the largest food distributors
Yes.
in the world.
Yes.
So you get to deal with a lot of products.
Tons of products.
in that life, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you want your company to represent quality products.
Certainly.
Does a lot of that fall on you, checking, making sure there's a high quality in the products you're selling?
I don't work in procurement, but I do a lot of sampling and work with manufacturers when they want to bring in new products. I help our sales force go to market and provide our customers with whatever they're looking for.
Oh, that's
Joel's getting ready to
fantastically
do
part of
some
it.
olive oil shots.
I'm
Love
going to
it.
undo the olive oil here. I want to hear about what you were talking about Dimitri, having a kind of an on the road, a road show. You got a road show setting up
Yeah,
here.
tell us about your
me
road
about
show.
that. Tell us about the road show.
So Olive Oil is a big passion of mine and my family for many generations, but I'm actually a restaurateur also. Our family owns the Shanty and Captain Porky's, Wadsworth Inn, the Duck Inn. We have 4 locations in Wadsworth, Illinois, little farming town. And we're right between Chicago and Milwaukee, right north of Gurnee. So we do that every day. So olive oil has been a big part of our life, very similar to, I'm sure, your families from Italy. See that nice green,
It's
beautiful color?
I just poured. I'm going to give it a sample here myself, just because I'm interested in it and kind of curious about it.
Joel and Megan
about
have never
tasting.
tried it, just straight
I've
up.
never
You've
tried
had
it.
my
I'm
cooking,
gonna
which
try it.
always has it in, but you've never tried it on
I
its
grew
own.
up having olive oil on ice cream,
Yeah.
olive oil
Yeah.
and flake salt on
yes.
ice cream.
We
So
make
good.
gelato at our restaurant, olive oil gelato, which is
Oh,
great too with the
gosh,
that
it's
mayonnaise.
sounds
fantastic.
fantastic. All right, I'm going
Pistachios.
to give it a taste here.
Yeah.
So what you're going to taste is a very balanced oil. You're going to have really buttery on your lips, really nice fruity taste. And then in about 10 seconds, you're going to get this slight burn in the back of your throat. That is the natural flavor of the olive.
I would have to
So
say that one thing
Nice and
that's
smooth.
interesting to me is very often on the front end of most olive oils taste very similar. Oily,
Yep.
buttery. There's a little bit of a butter taste. There's almost kind of an herbal tick that comes at the very front of the palate. And then when you get to swallowing that, you often with olive oil, you will get that little bit of a tick on the edges of the back of your tongue that gives you kind of that bitter taste. And what I will say on the end of this is a very smooth ride out. And I did get that little bit of a throat feel to it, which I find interesting. But I have to say, I think like whatever you'd use this in its natural state without frying it or anything like that would be a fantastic complement to a balsamic or to a little bit of salt and pepper, or even over vegetables. It's very good, very
Awesome.
smooth, very rich.
I always say
Dimitri.
our recipe is very simple. We have one ingredient, olive oil.
Tell me what your favorite thing is to do with olive oil, because yours in particular, what I've realized, I've been using it, like I said, for a couple of years. It's so versatile. I can use it in dressings, sauteing. I've used it in baking. I've baked cakes with it, breads. It's so fantastic. So tell me, like, what is your favorite way to use your olive oil?
We actually use it for everything. Sauteing, we do whip burratas with it, topping fish. Salads are great. I actually take a shot every night, though, before I go to bed.
Really?
So that and a
A
little bit
lot
of
of people
lemon.
do it in the morning. Is there a benefit to doing it at night versus in the morning?
Either one. You know,
Huh,
I think
yeah.
it's good. I do before bed, a little lemon, clears your system out.
Yeah.
It's very, very beneficial in many ways.
Yours is
And
very
Dimitri's
good.
lifestyle, so when he takes his shot before he goes to bed, it is the morning. It's probably about 3 or 4 in the morning. He's gotten back from the club, take the quick shot of olive oil, get
He
ready
seems
for
like
the
a
next
pretty busy
day.
guy.
That's for sure. I'm very excited to talk about some recipes that are coming up, and I think
Dimitri's going to share a recipe.
we're going to have Dimitri share a recipe that he likes with his olive oil, and of course we have Chef Lawton teamed up with contributor Megan Salazar on that. Dimitri, do you have a recipe off the top of your head?
I do. So I love Italian food, and I like Greek food too. So
Oh.
this
You
is
guys
kind of
are
a
related.
combination,
That's
you know,
so
the two.
Goodness.
sweet.
So we do a recipe, an appetizer at our restaurant. It's very straightforward, all natural ingredients. We take burrata, we whip
Yum.
the burrata, and a bunch of our olive oil, raw organic honey,
Okay.
a little bit of fresh lemon, not juice, actual,
Yep.
zest and squeeze. And we blend all that up, and we make a Italian with no pine nuts. We make a pesto.
Oh,
Basil.
delicious.
So we
Sure.
blend all
With
that
the
up
burrata.
until you
Wow,
the burrata.
that's
It's just like
great.
silky smooth. Then we
Ooh.
take heirloom tomatoes. We put our olive oil in there, salt, pepper, garlic, oregano, thyme. We char those where we got a nice burn on there.
Oh, nice.
We top that on there, a nice Italian crostini bread. Take a
Ooh.
nice thing, toast that off. Perfect. Got all
Wow.
the different
Wow.
flavors and textures.
We'll be putting
and
that
great.
recipe up on the Facebook page.
Yeah, that
next
sounds
week.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I would love to try that because food is my favorite dish, as everybody knows. I'm excited because we're going to talk food. We're going to talk recipes with the Megan Salazar and
Salazar.
the Raised in Wisco official chef Ellie Lawton. Stick around. You're going to love it. It's going to be easy and you can do it at home. I'm Joel Clayfish. This is Raised in Wisco. That reminds me of like Bama lamb chops. Everything to me is about food. Everything Bama lamb,
I
old
love
Black
lamb
Betty,
chops.
Bama
They are
lamb,
pretty tasty.
Bama lamb
Ooh.
chops. It's always about
mint
food
chutney?
with me. It really is.
Mm.
Ooh, I love it. I even like mint jelly. The plain old mint jelly right out of the jar. I like with my lamb chops. I really do.
Yeah,
it's
It's a
delicious.
classic.
My name is Joel Clayfish. This is Raised in Wisco. Host Danielle Fairman's enjoying her time out west, and Chef
Yeah,
Ellie
she's
Lawton
fishing.
is sitting in the co-anchor chair today. I always
Here
say
I am.
co-anchor. It goes back to my TV news days. It's
Co-anchor.
co-host on radio,
Yeah.
but it's co-anchor, co-host.
I'm sitting
Good
in
enough.
the
Tomato,
dark
tomato.
brown chair.
You know what the name of my boat was when I was on television news? You know what the name
Let
of my
me
boat
guess.
was?
Jolvis.
No, that was my nickname in college.
No, it
The
wasn't.
name, it was.
You gave it to yourself. It's not a
I did
nickname.
not give the nickname to myself. Oh, I didn't. I really didn't. I didn't.
It's okay.
Lies.
I had 4 pairs of blue suede shoes, and that's why. No, Jolvis,
Oh.
Jolvis, Elvis in his later years. You can listen to Raised in Wisco on all your civic media stations throughout the state of Wisconsin, 23 of them in all. And Chef Lawton, the official chef of Raised in Wisco, is jumping in for Danielle, and we're having her in her regular usual capacity too, which excites me because I love food.
You guys
Food is
work
my
me to the
favorite
bone,
dish.
so I have to go home and eat a lot of food.
Hey. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a 25% raise then. How does that sound?
25.
0 times 0.25
Oh,
is
sure. The IRS accountant is going to chime in now. Way to go.
no one's supposed to know.
Whoa.
Well, we are in the
Just
cooking.
kidding.
We are in the cooking
talk
segment
food.
of the show. Let's talk food. Chef Lawton, what do you got?
I have Axis deer fajitas tonight.
Ooh, that sounds unbelievable.
And you know what's unbelievable about it? Not unbelievable, actually. Megan harvested the Axis deer.
Oh,
I also butchered it in my
In her
hotel room.
hotel room.
I've been there. I have been there.
To that hotel room?
No.
Weird. Super weird.
Why are you following me?
I have butchered things in hotel rooms, in hotel
Who
parking
hasn't,
lots.
honestly?
If you are a true hunter
Dimitri,
and you
I
travel,
bet you have.
you definitely butcher things in hotel rooms. It's getting.
I butcher bags of Doritos in hotel rooms.
Yes.
Okay, let's get to this Axis deer. So, super easy recipe. Joel, this recipe might actually sound familiar because it's a repeater and you were the original genius behind it.
Ooh, I like that
You're the
idea.
Yeah.
creator.
I think the funniest thing about it is you called me a genius.
Whoa, yeah, it's fine. You're welcome.
Just in this one instance.
Okay, so we did about, Megan, what we do? About 3 pounds of Axis deer in a crock pot.
Yep.
And then we did a cup of our lovely Lonely Olive Tree Organics extra virgin olive oil. Thank you, Dimitri. And then we did a half a cup of fresh lemon juice. We did some.
I put some lime in there too.
She put some lime when I was turned around. And then what did we do? About a quarter cup of Sonora Provider Spice Sonora,
Ooh,
which is
perfect.
fantastic. And then
Then we got the Axis deer kettle and fire bone broth.
bone broth, and you added
Nice.
one.
They sell it now at Whole Foods.
That's about 3-4 cups. That's about 4 cups.
And
of
then the
bone
rest
broth.
with water.
Then we covered the meat with water.
That stock is going to be unbelievable.
Oh, it's going to
right?
be, yeah,
Wow.
that's going to get turned into a lot of good stuff. So this was just to prepare the meat, put the lid on, set it for low for 4 hours, and then crank it up to high for the last 2 until the meat shreds. Megan, what do we do for toppings for those?
We are sauteing peppers and onions in our Lonely Olive Tree organic olive oil.
It's the best.
We could do some mushrooms too if we want.
Yes.
And then we've got some great tortillas to put them on. And then on the side, if you want cilantro, if you aren't a cilantro hater, you can add some cilantro.
Who
But if you're a
hates
cilantro
cilantro?
hater,
I
you
don't
can
know,
you can
super
leave the
tasters.
building.
There's super tasters out there that hate cilantro.
Cilantro's, I think I'm a super taster, and I love cilantro.
It's
Also,
genetic. It's genetic.
You guys, I know it's weird, but mint and parsley with the cilantro on the fajitas is a really good thing.
Ooh, I have some in the garden, so I'll,
yeah.
Oh man, we should try that. That recipe.
Scuba Club is going to be eating good.
Oh well, let's give
tomorrow.
a shout out to Scuba Steve and his cohorts. You want to talk about a cool raised in Wisco? Scuba Steve puts on a class. Now I've never met the guy, and I've never even I
What?
don't even know if his name's
What are you
Steve.
talking about?
Don't you do scuba diving, Megan?
Yeah, but not with Scuba Steve.
Oh, why do I have Scuba Steve?
I'm
in
gonna
my
pull
head?
Danielle here. What is happening?
What is happening?
What is happening? Danielle, we need you. Hurry back.
Well, what's the name of the guy who teaches your class, Megan?
I don't have a class. We
It's
just
a-
dive as
it's a-
friends.
it's a
Oh,
group.
it's a
It's a
group of
club.
friends. Oh well, you
Do you
always
wanna
say
join?
Scuba so and so.
No, Scuba Club.
Scuba Club.
Scuba
well,
Club.
shout out to
It's actually the
Scuba-
Four Seasons
Scuba Club.
Scuba Diving Club.
Well,
The
I'm
Four
glad the
Seasons-
Scuba Club could be the star of the food segment.
Hey, they like food too, so I got to
Oh,
feed them.
I think Lonely Tree is the star of the cooking segment. You know, having you guys along to listen to our shenanigans every week really means a lot to us. We appreciate it. And as we travel the state of Wisconsin, it's very exciting when folks come up to me and talk to us about listening to Raised in Wisco. And when you write into Facebook, we want to know what you think of the show and if you have suggestions for it or things you'd like to hear us talk about.
Yes, George
Go on-
Ermert.
George Ermert. Go on the Facebook page and partake in Megan Salazar, Director of Marketing for Raised in Wisco.
Do I
Take
get a
look
raise?
at her. You get a raise too, 50%.
Yes.
You get 50%
Oh
and
my goodness.
32 percentage points of the stock.
You know what, Joel? We're gonna give you a raise.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Well, you're going to have to talk to Jacob about that.
Jacob, we need you.
Chris Casper, I hope you're listening.
Hey, Chris.
We've had you as a guest on the show before. We love having you along. You can hear us on all your civic media stations throughout Wisconsin. Dimitri is here with Lonely Tree Olive Oil. He came in today, gave us some samples of that. It's fantastic. Megan Salazar, contributor, and of course, our certified French chef Ellie Lawton. My name's Joel Clayfish. Listen to us live if you can, Saturdays at 11, or check us out on the podcast after the show. This is Raised in Wisco. We'll see you next week.